It all started here, right in this cave, wandering into the unknown, climbing down the most dangerous obstacles I have ever seen, floating across a lagoon that had a bottomless pit on a rubber dinghy. Sounds like a fairy tale. I stood on top of the cars that had been sat there for decades. To this day, no one knows why these cars are there, and unfortunately, I don't think I'll ever find out. As I glanced to my right, I saw Dan crash his drone into the water, and then it happened. We found it. We found the sword that everyone's been talking about. Hundreds, thousands of messages asking about this sword, and I'm so sorry I haven't had the information yet. I'm no specialist, but I have tried my best to find out what I can so far. But the quest will not stop with this video. It won't, because I'm going back to the car cave. I'm going back and I'm taking the sword back. This sword has brought me nothing but trouble so far. I do believe it to be cursed. Sounds crazy, I know, but for some reason I don't think that should have been taken from the cave. So today I've come to the beautiful city of Chester. It's surrounded in history. It's one of the most historic cities in the UK, and hopefully I'm going to find out some information about this sword once and for all, put a lot of minds at rest. So join me on this quest to find out if the ancient sword is real. So today I'm on a bit of a mission. I'm trying to find out information on this sword. Everyone has been bombarding me with messages. I'm talking thousands and thousands of comments and messages asking for information on the sword. I'm carrying it around Chester right now. So we're going to go and find a couple of specialists, maybe some antique shops. I don't know where you find someone who knows about swords. So we're just going to go and have a look today. Would you say it was old?
Depends what your definition of old is. Look, it's not medieval or anything like that. The handle on it, which is the only way you can sort of date it. Oh, look, I don't know. To get to that level of rust and verdigris, it's got to have a little bit of age to it, but I mean, I used to know it could be 50 years old, it could be 150 years old, I don't know. So you just found it in a cave?
Well, I do a YouTube channel exploring around the world,
yeah.
And we was down in a lagoon 200 foot underground.
Yeah.
And
whereabouts?
In Wales.
Yeah.
And we literally pulled it out of a load of slate.
Yeah.
We saw the handle just poking out.
Yeah.
It was slightly submerged, but since we pulled it out on the video, it was a lot more metallic. Yeah. And it's rusted a hell of a lot since we've taken it out of there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's easy enough to stop it getting any worse. But it's whether you want to restore it or we just leave it as it is.
No, I don't want to restore it as such.
Yeah, just give it a bit of a wank over there. There's not much you can do with it then, is there? I mean, you can restore the thing up, but as I say, if you don't want to.
Yeah, I don't think
there's a lot to know about it really. It is what it is. It's not a particularly brilliant quality one. It's just a. I mean, you may go back a couple of 100 years and then everybody carried bloody swords around with them because they had to.
Yeah.
And certainly in Wales and all the rest of it, you want some sort of self-protection, and that was the sort of thing you could at the time carry around with you. You can't carry those things around with you now. Yeah. But you could a couple of 100 years ago or 100 years ago or whatever. You know, I mean, you could think of a romantic backstory to that, I'm sure.
Yeah,
but, I mean, it is
that's pretty much what I want.
It is what it is. It's just a sword. It might just be a sort of self-defense sort of thing, and somebody carried it around, then put it somewhere for safekeeping, and then either forgot about it or never came back for it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, where does it actually balance on the thing? Is it well made? You know, somewhere around about there. You know, I don't know, try and use it and see what you think. You know, stand in the field and whirl it around your head and say, is that an easy sword to use? Because, you know, the better swords are lightweight compared to their size and effective for what they are as a weapon. As I say, I don't think you've not found your fortune there.
No, well, I'm thinking about throwing it back in the lake anyway, because it's
I wouldn't do that.
I've had bad luck with it since I've had it. I'm starting to think it's cursed.
No,
it's a cursed object.
You know, you make your own luck in life. There's no such thing as bad luck.
True, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's quite good fun, really. I mean, I think the fact is that you've found it. It's been in the cave for some time. I'd be tempted to, get a bit of wire wool on it and at least get the excess
Rust off it.
Rust off it. Stop it getting any worse.
Yeah.
Maybe put a bit of rust inhibitor on it, and it'll be fine. Just what it is. It's just a bit of fun.
Like, I'm probably, if I don't throw it back in the cave, I'll probably just hang it on the walls, souvenir.
Stick it onto eBay. You'll probably get someone who'll buy it from you.
Yeah, no, I'll probably keep it. It's a cool souvenir, innit? Want to tell the grandkids anyway.
I don't think it's terribly old. It could be Victorian.
Victorian.
I mean, no one can answer that.
Yeah, it's true.
Because you could say, well, you can make a rough sword any time.
Yeah.
All I know is it's not a brilliant sword. It's not like something that's when it was new. I don't think anyone paid a lot of money for it to have it made.
It'd take quite a while to rust like that, though.
No, not necessarily. No, it wouldn't do. No. It was stuff up pretty quickly.
Right.
And you say it wasn't bad until you took it out.
Yeah, that's true. It was weird.
It depends
that.
on the amount of oxygen in the water, I would suppose.
Yeah, someone else said that in the comments.
As soon as it's exposed to oxygen, then it's
the effects are extra.
Yeah.
Right,
I'd give it a wipe over. You're not going to damage it.
Yeah. All right. Cheers, sir. Thank you.
No problem. Thanks a lot.
Hi. I wonder if you can help me. I'm finding it hard to find someone who can look at this for me. Basically, I do a YouTube channel exploring places, and I found this in a cave 200 foot underground. And I have no idea who he's talking to.
Mike? Have you got a minute? Hello. Who this gentleman might be able to take that to. He's found it underground in a cave.
All right. Well, we could take it on to the Grosvenor Museum for starters. To get some advice on. Grosvenor Museum. That's right. Yeah, that's the one.
The best people.
Right. Okay.
Might be somebody else.
They might know somebody who they can give you contacts with.
Right. Okay. Great. Thank you for that. Thank you. Not every day someone walks in with I've been walking into places and I've been asking, like, antique places, do you know any information on this? And no one even wants to go near it. So I don't think it's every day people turn up with rusty swords.
Yeah. It's like antique, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's even older than antique. You don't know.
Right. Okay. Right. Thank you very much for that.
So you found this yourself, did you?
Yeah, I do. I do a YouTube channel
right.
exploring around the world. And I was 200 foot in a cave because we were going to visit a lagoon where a bunch of cars had been dumped in.
Sorry, where was this?
And that's where I found it. Yeah,
but where was the cave?
In Wales.
Yeah, all right, okay.
You can watch the video online.
Yeah, all right, okay.
But yeah, we found it was in a cave in Wales.
Yeah.
So it's got an interesting backstory. All my subscribers keep saying, we want an update on the sword. So I've literally had to take the day off and come into Chester.
If they can't help you down there, there's an auction house called William Wallace.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and they specialise in sort of this kind of stuff.
William Wallace.
Woolly
Wallace.
Yeah, William Wallace. You Google it, you'll find it.
Right, okay.
And what you do, take some images of them and email them off to them.
Right, okay.
And that's what I would start.
Right, that's great.
Yeah, if you don't get any joy down here.
Okay.
But they're quite often they'll be just from the images,
Yeah.
and just tell them where you found it and whatever, and that sort of, they'll be able to help you.
Right, okay, great. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
That's been an interesting
Bye. That actually looks kind of like the sword that we've got. I couldn't see it.
Right, remember, I'm not an expert or anything. It's a sword. I mean, I don't know enough about swords. You'll need, the best place to take it is probably the museum. Actually, at least ask them. At least nobody knows about it. That's wood. Riveted. Yes, I
In terms of what down the slave line, and basically what it is, there was a hole at the top of the cave at one point, and loads of cars had been dumped down there in the 70s. So we climbed down this 200-foot slave line into this underground lagoon. It's like sounds made up.
like me.
Took rubber dinghies across the lagoon to get to these cars, and as we were looking at the cars, we looked at some of the slaves that were parked the cars, and we saw
That's an interesting story, whatever.
it's on YouTube. It's a brilliant video.
Whatever the historical thing is.
All my subscribers keep saying like, go and get the sword checked out, go and get it checked out, they want to know what it is, so I've been forced to go and get it checked out.
I don't think it's kind of like anything medieval, right?
No, I think it would be. I thought it was too good condition, especially the wood lasting like that.
But there's clearly a story of some sort behind
It
it.
started rusting more since I've taken it out. Why would that be?
I honestly don't know. Again, I'm not a metallurgist. The museum, I think, is probably your best first port of call. And even if they can't help you, they hopefully will be able to direct you more to somebody who will be able to help that great detail. However it works, it's an interesting thing to see.
Yeah, it is.
It's not something you see every day.
No, I've taken it to some antique shops and they keep saying that. I said, you know, you've made my day, it's not every day someone walks in with a rusty sword.
Certainly in a cathedral.
Yeah.
That's interesting, actually.
Yeah. It's definitely a good
Something
video.
behind it, but
I mean, my first thought is it's either going to be legit or someone's playing a prank on us. Even if it's maybe 70 years old and someone's put it there as a joke, knowing that someone one day would find it.
oh, you mean as a kind of
Yeah, kind of.
joke from 70 years
Yeah.
ago? But if it was, gosh, who knows?
I won't get it. I'll take it to
No,
the
come on, but take it to the museum and see what they say. But as I say, I mean, then they hopefully will be able to direct you to maybe an expert.
That's great. Thanks for your time, though.
Thank you for showing
Thank you.
it.
No, it's fine.
Just make it morning, actually.
Yeah.
More interesting.
Thank you. Bye. So look down here. Oh no, I was heading back towards the cathedral.
From there.
This way. Right now we're on the hunt to find someone who knows about this sword. It's not an easy task, guys, finding someone who knows about an ancient sword. Oh, time cries out.
I've come across Americans who are confused between second and third. That was the first, that was me. Let me just clarify for you. The next one's going to be the second. That will be me, okay?
Quite a rare thing in the UK now. So obviously while we're looking for information on the sword I'm still carrying around, we are on the lookout for underground stuff in here. You can see the reminiscence of possibly an air raid shelter of some sort. Went under these buildings. Could have just been an entrance under the buildings, you don't know. We were always looking out. Not even bothered.
So we've been out today, and to be honest I'm still not satisfied. I still don't know enough about it. I'm gonna have to take it to some kind of museum to get it checked out, but every antique expert we took it to couldn't say whether it was or wasn't authentic. One thing is for sure, most of them did say it's most likely going to be over 100 years old with the patina, and since taking it out of the cave it has rusted a lot more. It started to just corrode and I'm a bit worried it's going to fall to bits. They say that's something to do with the oxygen. Apparently there was hardly any oxygen in the water that was down in that cave, and since bringing it up oxygen's got to it and it's just done this. But I'm going to give you some close-up shots, hopefully you're satisfied with that, and I'm going to continue the search, but I don't know for how long, because I'm not even going to lie to you, since having this in my possession, having this here at my place, weird stuff has been going on. Like I'm hearing footsteps at night, this fell down on its own once, just weird things. So I'm not too happy at keeping it here. I was actually thinking about returning it to the card cave, just because it sounds stupid, but I think it's cursed. I really do. I'm not even going to lie to you. I think it's cursed. So, what do you think, Carl?
I don't know. It's a bit weird. I mean, you know, curses. I truly believe they do exist, and there's been a lot of factual evidence of stuff, weird stuff like this happening. Do you know what I mean? Like, people have died over stuff like this. I mean, look at the Egyptian stuff. People taking stuff from tombs and died.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff. But I don't know, man.
That's the thing. It could have been used a lot. I've seen a lot of comments. And a lot of them say it could have been used as a murder weapon. But if it was an original piece, how many people could this have actually killed? And, you know, souls attached to it. I don't know. Really don't know. But I'm going to give you some close-up shots anyway. You can make up your own mind. But like I said, I've taken it to 3 different places in Chester today. 3 antique shops, and none of them could say that it wasn't original. They couldn't say it was original, but I'm sure they could spot that it was like a new piece. So yeah, let's take some close-ups.
Steve, you nervous about the cows?
Dude, have you not heard about the cows? Oh, Champlain people.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, fuck, bro.
I want a burger span.
Oh, fuck. Get the fuck off his face. Oh, shit.
Steve's around in Steve.
Go for Steve.
Steve emerges from the bushes.
There's no way around this.
No, it doesn't look like there's a way around this, Steve. Unless you want to hop and jump on them. These are well-trained cows. These are good security cows.
We made it past the cows. They were a fierce enemy, but we bypassed them. And now we are at a £10 million party dome.